Good morning, fourth graders. Welcome to Tuesday, August 25th, and our Grammar Keepers lesson. If you will recall from yesterday, we'll go ahead and just jump into this. We'll start with our conversation, and today we're going to be looking at the homophone to, spelled T-W-O. A little bit different from yesterday. So please follow along as I read through the conversation. Will you please read the sentence? Two people were singing. Perfect. Wait, how did you spell two? T-W-O. I don't think that's the right two. Oh, yes, it is. Can you prove it? Three people were singing. You're right. It's correct. All right, so today our homophone is the word to, spelled T-W-O. So let's take a peek over here at the left side of our screen. So T-W-O is our word. Our proof for the word to, T-W-O, is the word three. Now that might look kind of weird, Miss Bergman. Honestly, you should be able to substitute in any number for the word to, T-W-O, because T-W-O represents a number. So any number should be able to be substituted to make sure that you used T-W-O correctly. But when we're proving these words, we don't want to write every single number that there is, so we're just going to choose the word three. And if three also works, then we have used the correct form of the word to. So let's come down here and look at our example. Two people were singing. T-W-O. Two people were singing. If I use the correct form of the word to, I should be able to substitute the word three into my sentence and it should still make sense. So let's give it a try. Three people were singing. Does that work? Absolutely. So I know that I have used the correct form of the word, the homophone, to, T-W-O. All right, so now we need to put it in our writing notebook. Let me minimize this again and jump over to the writer's notebook. Okay, in our writing notebook, again, if you were able to print out that tracking sheet, wonderful. That was going to go on the inside back flap. If not, that is okay. We can fill that in when you come back to class. No worries, because we're going to put it in the grammar notes of our notebook. So today's word was T-W-O, to. So if you will look on your Grammar Keepers 101 tracker, to, T-W-O, is the very first one under common errors. So on that line, for our proof, we are going to write the word three. Because anytime I use the word T-W-O, to, in a sentence, I should be able to substitute the word three, and it will still make sense. Okay, if you do not have the tracking sheet, remember it's okay. Well, I want you to flip back to your grammar notes. You have your grammar notes section, and then turn that title page over, and then you'll see our notes from yesterday. If you have a spiral, you can go ahead and close that up. All right, so today's date, we have Tuesday. Remember, you're going to write just right underneath it for quick, easy access, Tuesday, August 25th, 2020. And then we're going to take that note screen on the left-hand side of the Grammar Keeper, and we're going to fill that in under Tuesday, August 25th. So our word today, our homophone, is to, T-W-O. Our proof for the word to, T-W-O, is the word three. And then our example sentence, this one only has one, so we only have to write one example sentence. Our example, I'm not going to skip a line, I'm just going to kind of move over so I have room to put in parentheses my proof. And you can do the same thing. So our sentence is two people were singing. Two people were singing. So my homophone today is the word two, T-W-O. To prove it, I will underline my word, and then up above it, I will write my proof. Remember, my proof is the word that I can substitute to make sure that I've used the correct form of the homophone. So two people were singing. I can substitute that word three, and my sentence should still make sense. Three people were singing. And that does work. That shows me that I've used the correct form of two. That is the end of our notes for today. I want you to go ahead and make a line. Before we wrap this lesson up, though, I want to just kind of take a look at these two. Let's look at today's sentence. Two people were singing. If I were to take some of these proofs for the homophone to T-O-O and try to substitute them in, let's see if they would work. So my sentence, two people were singing. Okay, so let me try to sub in that word so. So people were singing. Does that work? Does that sentence make sense? That one doesn't work. So if I had the word to, T-O-O, here, and I tried to substitute that word so, it wouldn't have made sense. That's how I know if I've used the correct form of that homophone to. Any questions, I want you to feel free to email me or hop on that live meet tomorrow on Wednesday. If you need any clarifying questions. Right now, what we want to work on is having some proofs in our toolbox here in our writing notebook. That way we can go back to those journal entries and check for any editing mistakes that we have made and then correct those. All right, guys, you're doing amazing. I love that you're putting forth all the effort that you are. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.